Hello everyone, myself Dr. Orindo Sundar Das. I am working as an assistant professor in Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering in Swami Vivekananda Institute of Science and Technology, Dakshin Govindpur, Kolkata. This is lecture number 22 and the topic is frequency response analysis, polar plot. In last two lecture videos I have uploaded the concept of Bode plot, that is the frequency response analysis. Okay, and in this video lecture I am going to discuss about polar plot. Okay, now the introduction of polar plot. The polar plot is of a sinusoidal transfer function g of j omega, where s is replaced by j omega. Okay, is a plot of the magnitude versus the phase angle on polar coordinates as omega is varied from 0 to infinity. Okay. That means, here we are not in Bode plot. What we did, we have plotted magnitude versus log omega and phase versus log omega, to different plot. Now, in this polar plot, what we will do, we will plot the g j omega magnitude, okay, versus the phase angle of g j omega, okay, as omega vary from 0 to infinity. Thus, the polar plot is the locus of vectors of magnitude at an angle as omega is varied. Okay. The polar plot is usually plotted on a polar graph sheet. What is the graph sheet look like, that I will show you later. Okay. Polar graph sheet has concentric circles and radial lines. The circle represents the magnitude and the radial lines represent the phase angle. Now, in this context, we have to remember one point, that if we have this 4 coordinate, okay, first, second, third, fourth coordinate. Okay. Now, here on real axis, okay, that is the 0 degree. Okay, and if we go anti-clockwise direction, okay, it should be positive angle. So, anti-clockwise plus 90 plus 180 plus 270, again 360, that is equal to 0. Okay. Now, if we travel say clockwise direction, okay, then the angle should be negative. So, 0 degree is here. So, if we come here minus 90, then minus 180, minus 270, minus 360, which is equal to 0 degree. So, this is the rotation of angle: positive, anti-clockwise, clockwise, negative. That is the point. Okay. Now, in polar plot, the magnitude is plotted against the phase angle of j omega for various values of omega. So, in frequency response, what we have two value we can find out. One is magnitude, okay, and one is phase. Now, here with variation of omega, okay, from 0 to infinity, okay, we have to find out the magnitude value and the angle, phase angle value, and we have to plot that, okay, magnitude versus phase angle. Okay. In case of Bode plot, what we plotted magnitude versus omega, okay, and phase versus omega. Okay, that is the difference. Okay. So, we can obtain the values of m and phi by varying the input frequency omega from 0 to infinity. The result is like that, and we can plot that. Now, in this context, we have to remember some point, okay, some useful point that we can adapt, okay, to solve any problem. Now, for a minimum phase transfer function, okay, now minimum phase transfer function, that means what? That means the minimum phase systems are system with all pole and 0 on the left half of S plane. That means all poles and zeros are on left half of S plane. Okay. There is no pole or 0 on right half plane. Okay. So, that is the condition. Then it is minimum phase, okay, system. Non minimum means we will have pole or 0 on the right half plane. Now, for minimum phase transfer function with only poles type of the system. Okay, type of the system means how many poles are there at origin. Okay, how many poles are there at origin. If n equal to 0 to some value, okay, some integer. If it is 0, then type 0. If it is 1 pole at origin, type 1. If 2, then it is type 2, like that way. Okay. So the type of the system determines the coordinate at which the polar port starts, and the order of the system, okay, order of the system determines the coordinate at which polar plot ends. Okay, order means the highest power of denominator s. Okay, highest power of denominator s. So that is the point. Now in this context, let me just show you, if type 0 system, okay, it should start from this 0 degree line. Okay, if type 1, it should start from this minus 90 degree line. If this is type 2, it should start from minus 180 degree line, and if it is type 3, should start at minus 270. If we have first order system, then it should end at this point. Okay, second order system, it should end at this point, third order, fourth order. Now we can merge these two as a whole, and we can look into here. Okay, type 0 start here. If it is order 1, then it will look something like this. Okay, polar plot. If it is type 0 order 2, it should go cross the minus 90 degree line, and it should range here. Okay, if it is order 3, then it should start from here, crosses these two line, and ends here. Okay, that is how your polar plot starts depend on type of the system, and how it ends depend on order of the system. Okay, if it is type 1, it should start from here, and if it is order 2, it should end here. If it is order 3, it should cross minus 180 degree line and end here. So this is the way you have to find out, but there is a way to find out. Let us discuss that. Say for example, let us take type 0 order 1. Okay, now here you see s to the power 1, and there is no pole at origin, so type 0 order 1. Now from this particular transfer function, we can find out its magnitude and phase expression. So magnitude means 1 divided by root of 1 plus omega t whole square, angle tan inverse omega t by 1. Okay, so this is your magnitude. Angle we can take to numerator with a negative sign. Okay, now we have to vary omega. Okay, for simplicity, we can vary omega from 0 to infinity. So take a lowest value and maximum value. If we put omega equal to 0 here, okay, tan inverse 0 is 0 degree, and if you put 0 here, it will be 1. So magnitude 1, angle 0. Okay, and if it is infinity omega, then 1 by infinity is 0, and this will be minus 90 degree. So 0 at an angle minus 90 degree. Now what we can say, type 0 means it should start from 0 degree point. Okay, 0 degree line. So that is started from here, and magnitude is 1 omega equal to 0. Now when omega become infinity, it should end at minus 90 degree, but angle value should be 0. So it should start from here, and it should end here. Okay, because type 1 order 1, if you look here, type 0 order 1. So this is the plot. Okay, this is the plot. Fine, this is the polar plot of that. Now if we say for type 1 order 2, type 1 means 1 by s term is there, s square term, so it will be order 2. If that is the transfer function, just find out the magnitude and phase expression. So it will be magnitude will be what, omega. Okay, of this factor it will be omega, and for this one, 1 root of 1 plus omega t square. Okay, and angle should be angle of this 0 plus j omega. This is tan inverse omega by 0, tan inverse infinity 90, so it will be minus 90. Okay, and minus of tan inverse omega t. Okay, so this is the angle formula. Okay, now we have to put omega value equal to 0 and infinity. If omega value, if you put 0 here, okay, 1 by 0 is infinity and angle will be minus 90 degree. Tan inverse 0 is 0. If you put omega equal to infinity, magnitude will be 0 and angle will be tan inverse infinity is minus 90 degree, so it will be minus 180 degree. Okay, so what we are getting, type 1 should start from minus 90 degree line. Okay, so you start from infinity and type 0 ends here, type 1 ends here. Okay, so type 1, sorry, order 1, order 2. So order 1 ends here, order 2 ends here, right? Order 2. Type 1 start from here. Okay, so start from here, ends at here at 0 and at minus 180 degree line. Okay, omega equal to 0, it is minus 90, infinity value comes at and meet at this point, minus 180 degree. Okay, value, magnitude equal to 0. So this is the plot. Now from this plot, what we can understand, that when a pole is added to a system, because here in this type 0 order 1 we have added one pole at origin, right? If we add a pole at origin or pole is added to a system, the polar plot end point, okay, end point will shift by minus 90 degree, because one pole addition, it will provide minus 90 degree angle should be added. Okay, and if is 0 added to a system, polar plot end point will shift by plus 90 degree, because the pole is 0 at 90 degree angle. Okay, at omega equal to infinity. So that is the point that we can find out. Let us take some more example. Type 0 order 2. Okay, we don't have any pole at origin, order 2 poles are there. Now if we find out its magnitude and phase, that is 1 divided by magnitude of this factor 1 root of 1 plus omega t 1 square plus 1 plus omega square t2 square, and angle minus tan inverse of omega t 1 and minus tan inverse omega t2. Now if we put omega equal to 0, okay, so it will be 1, magnitude will be 1 and this will be 0 degree, because type 0 it should start from 0 degree point. Okay, and magnitude equal to 1 now, so it is here. If omega equal to infinity, okay, so it will be 0 and angle will be minus 180 degree. It is type order 2, order 1 ends here, order 2 ends here. Okay, so it will start from here, it crosses minus 90 degree line and ends at minus 180 degree line point with magnitude 0. Now type 0 order 3. So according to that logic, what we can plot is, start from 0 degree point, order 3 should end at this point, right? So we can go like this way and it will end here. That should be the plot that we can find out from the concept. Okay, now we can solve it. We have 3 poles, order 3. Okay, so magnitude formula and phase angle formula we can get at omega equal to 0. If we put omega 0, it will be 1 and angle will be 0. Okay, so start it from here. Fine. If omega equal to infinity, then 1 by infinity, that will be 0 and angle will be minus 270. So it will cos 90 minus 80, then it will reach to minus 270 degree. It is crossing minus 90 minus 80 degree line, then it reach to minus 270, magnitude is 0. Okay, and this magnitude is 1. So this is the plot. Okay, so we can find out the plots very easily. Okay, now say type 1 order 3. This is type 0. Now type 1. Type 1 means is to start from this minus 90 degree. Order 3 should end here. So it will be something like this, right? This should be the plot. Now we can find out whether we are getting the perfect plot or not. So one pole is there. Okay, for that we will get extra minus 90 degree. Okay, and tan inverse omega t1 minus tan inverse omega t2, and we have this term magnitude. Okay, if we put omega equal to 0, 1 by 0 infinity, and here it will be minus 90 degree, tan inverse 0 equal to 0. Okay, because of that pole, we have minus 90 degree at origin, pole at origin. If we put omega equal to infinity, 1 by infinity is 0, and here it will be minus 270 degree. What you can see, it will start from minus 90 degree angle with infinity value, reach to minus 270. So it will cross minus 180 degree line and end at minus 270 degree line with magnitude 0. So this will be the plot. Now type 2 order 4. Now if you look here, type 2 means this is type 0, type 1, type 2. So it should start along this minus 180 degree line. Order 4. So order 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should be going like this. Okay, it should be going like this. That should be the plot. Okay, now let us check. Type 2 means we have a square term at origin, we have 2 poles. Then order 4 means we have 2 poles also, total 4 poles are there. That's why order is 4. So we can find out that due to this double pole at origin, we will have angle contribution minus 180 degree and that gain omega square. Okay, and we have these 2 pole and magnitude. If we put omega equal to 0, 1 by 0 it will be infinity, angle will be minus 180 degree. Okay, and if we put omega equal to infinity, 1 by infinity, that will be 0 and angle will be here minus 360. So what happens? It is started at minus 180 infinity value and it will cross minus 270 degree and ends at minus 360 degree line or 0 degree line, you can say. Okay, and magnitude will be 0. So that is the plot. So if we know the transfer function, okay, then we can find out the polar plot very easily. Okay, there is no problem. Okay, now say let us take another example, type 2 order 5. Okay, now it is order 5, but we have seen order 1, 2, 3, 4. What will happen to order 5, right? Type 2 is means this is type 0, type 1, type 2. So it should start from here, that is fine. Okay, but where it should end? Order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it should be order 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it should go like this and it will end here. Okay, let us check whether we are getting this or not. Now type 2 means a square term is there at pole. Okay, and we have 3 poles, then it will be s to the power 5, order 5. So yes, because of this pole, 2 pole at origin, we will get minus 180 degree phase shift. Okay, phase value, omega square term is there and all other parameter, magnitude and all other angle. If we put omega equal to 0, what you can see, this factor becomes 0, tan inverse 0 equal to 0. So we will have minus 180 degree angle, 1 by 0, so it will be infinity. So it will start from infinity minus 180 degree line, that is okay. Now the point is omega equal to minus, omega tends to infinity, 1 by infinity, that will be 0 and the angle becomes here 90, 90, 90. So that will be 270. Now 270 plus 180, okay, with a negative sign obviously. Okay, that will be 0, 5, 4. That will be 450, right? This will be 450. That means at what it should come. So if you have minus 450, if you subtract 360 degree, okay, that means one full complete rotation. Okay, then what you will get? Minus 90 degree. So it's end at minus 90 degree. So it will start from minus 180 degree, then it will cross minus 270 degree, then minus 370 degree, 360 degree, then it will end here at minus 90 degree line. Okay, so what value it is going actually? With 180, 270 you have to add. So 90, 90, 80, 270. So it is the plot now. Okay, so this is how we can find out all the polar plot of any transfer function very easily. Okay, let us take one critical example, that is, suppose we have only a term 1 by s. Okay, so magnitude is what? Nothing but 1 by omega, angle is minus 90 degree. Okay, now if omega equal to 0, then in magnitude will be infinity at 90 degree, type 1 system, so it should start from here minus 90 degree line. If omega tends to infinity, that will be 0, angle should minus 90 degree. That means it should start from this minus 90 degree line at infinity value and ends at minus 90 degree line only at origin. Magnitude becomes 0. Okay. Now you have, if we have a 0 in that system, okay, 0, okay, 1 0 and 1 pole, okay, then what will happen? Now if this is the function, then we can put s equal to j omega t and we can divide this factor. So what you will get, 1 by j omega t plus 1, okay. So here it will be, magnitude will be omega t and angle will be 90 degree plus 1, okay. So we can separate this magnitude and angle, okay, magnitude and angle plus 1. Now if we put omega equal to 0, magnitude will be infinity, angle 90 degree, minus 90 degree, and if we have omega infinity and it becomes 0, magnitude, angle 90 degree, but we have a plus 1. That plus 1 comes into picture because of the fact that we have this 0, 1 plus st, okay. That's why it is not at on minus 90 degree line, but it is at 1, okay. At positive 1 value, it is having this omega equal to infinity, okay, minus 90 line parallel to that, but at a distance of 1 from the axis, minus 90 degree axis, okay, to 0 minus 90 degree. So this is the plot of that, okay. Now if we have a 0, okay, simple 0, s means if we were to put j omega, then it will be omega 90 degree. If we put omega equal to 0, it will be 0 90 degree, omega equal to infinity, infinity 90 degree. That means it should start, this is plus 90 degree, okay. That's why this plot is started here, okay, here, and it should end up to infinity. So this is at minus 270 degree line, or it is a plus 90 degree line, okay, from clockwise. That is the point. Now if we have a 0 term like 1 plus st, then we will have this plus 1 factor. That's why it is shifted at 1, okay. So this is the concept of this sketch of polar plot. Now let us solve some problem regarding this polar plot, that is, sketch the polar plot for the system shown in the following figure. So this is the figure, GSHS is given, okay. Now what you have to do, from this open loop transfer function we can put s equal to j omega, okay, and we can multiply that and we can find out its total factor, okay. Here we have this a plus jb term, okay, a plus jb term. So what we can do, we can multiply numerator and denominator by a minus jb term. That's why here we have this a minus jb term, okay. Here it becomes a square minus b square, okay, but in b we have j term, that's why it become plus, j square equal to minus 1, minus minus become plus. Now this is the factor that we get. Now what you have to do, you have to find out the magnitude value of this transfer function, okay. So what is the magnitude value? So from that we can find out very easily, from this factor we can find out magnitude, okay. So 500 divided by root of real square plus imaginary square, okay, real square by imaginary plus imaginary square, and that angle, phase angle, tan inverse imaginary by real, okay, tan inverse imaginary by real term, okay, that we have got. Now after that what we can say, what should be the value that we have to find out for omega equal to infinity, omega equal to 0, okay. Now whenever we have to plot that, okay, what we have to look here, that we have type 0 system, right, we have a type 0 system and third order. So it is a type 0 third order. So type 0 means it should start from here some point, third order means 1 2 3, so it should end at this particular point. This should be the plot, okay. Now you have to check that. So start with omega equal to 0. If omega equal to 0, if we put it here, okay, so it will be 500 by 30, 16.17. so this point is 16.67. okay, and angle will be what? If we put omega equal to 0, so it will be tan inverse 0 degree. okay, because it is type 0 system, so it has to be 0 degree. okay, so this is the point it should start. Now when omega equal to infinity, what will happen? If we put in this equation omega equal to infinity, okay, that becomes 0, right? So gain will be 0 and angle will be what? If we put here, angle will be what? If you look here, it will be minus 90, minus 90, minus 90, minus 270 degree, right? So we can have this, we can find out that very easily, right? So it will be minus 270 degree. 3 poles are there. okay, one pole it will contribute minus 90 if omega equal to infinity, so it will be minus 270. so minus 90, minus 180, minus 270 clockwise direction, and magnitude should be 0, so it should end here. okay, so that should be the plot. Now what we have to do, we have to find out that where this plot intersect with imaginary axis, okay, and where it intersects with this minus 180 degree axis or the real axis, okay, or the real axis, and this is your imaginary axis. Now these 2 points we have to find out. okay, that is the extra work we have to do. okay, from that we can find out some other parameter. Now where the plot crosses the real axis, okay, plot crosses the real axis, okay, at that point imaginary part should be 0, right? So imaginary part we have to make it 0. so from this particular expression, this imaginary part we have to take and make equal to 0. okay, so if you put that, okay, then you can find out omega value equal to 6.56. that value you can put into your magnitude equation, you can find out its magnitude. okay, so if omega equal to this, the magnitude will be minus 8.74. okay, and that angle should be minus 180 degree because this is the real axis, right? And angle should be here, this is minus 180 degree, this is the line for minus 180. so this is the point, okay, where magnitude is 0.784, okay, and omega value is 6.56. that is the point. okay, now we have to find out what at which point it intersects with the real imaginary axis. Now when it intersects with imaginary axis, real part becomes 0. so real part we have to make it 0. so what we have to take, that from this expression we have to take this real part, okay, and we have to make it equal to 0. so real part equal to 0, then omega value we got 1.46. we have to put this omega value into this magnitude response. okay, then we can find out what is the magnitude of that. okay, right, and if you put that into your equation, into your phase equation, omega value, that value should be minus 90 degree because imaginary axis is the minus 90 degree line phase, and this is your minus 180 degree. so we have to find out these 2 points. okay, that is the extra work we have to do. okay, now let us solve a second problem, that is a similar type of problem. We have this is now type 1 system, right? Type 1 system, we have S here and 2 poles, order 3. so type 1 means it should start from here, order 3, so 1 2 3, so the plot should be looking like this. okay, so we can do that. so you have to put S equal to j omega, okay, and we can find out the imaginary part and real part, okay, separately. This is your imaginary part and this is your real part, sorry, imaginary part and this is your real part. okay, now we can find out the magnitude at omega equal to 0. okay, so from that we can find out magnitude omega equal to 0 means something by 0, it should be infinity. okay, infinity, and angle tan inverse of 0, okay, these two will be 0, and for this j omega you have minus 90 degree, so it should be minus 90 degree. So this is the plot, minus 90 degree, it should start, okay, and it should end at here, that we know. Let us find out that if we take omega equal to infinity, what will happen? Infinity means something by infinity, that will be 0, okay, and infinity means minus 90, and here 290 degree you have to add, so minus 270, so it ends at minus 270 with magnitude 0, okay, with magnitude 0. That is the 2 point that we know already. Now the extra point, what you have to do, you have to find out, this is the point that you have to find out, okay, we have to find out, that means where the plot crosses the real axis, that point you have to find out. That means imaginary part equal to 0, so you have to take imaginary part, make equal to 0, find out what is the omega value. That omega value you can put it into this magnitude equation, okay, and you can find out the magnitude of that, okay. Now say we have to find out where the plot crosses the imaginary axis for this particular plot, okay, that point we know. Now this plot is not crossing the imaginary axis at all, right, but in previous problem what you can see, that it is crossing that imaginary axis point, but in this second problem this plot is not crossing the imaginary axis, right. So what we can find out that in this particular way, that where the plot crosses the imaginary axis, real part should be equal to 0, so we have to take the real part and equal to 0, so you can see that it will be omega equal to infinity, okay, omega equal to infinity. That means there was the intersection point between the polar point plot and the imaginary axis is when omega equal to infinity, so when j omega equal to 0, so this is the point where it intersects, when j omega infinity equal to 0, when omega equal to infinity, there is no crossing point, so omega equal to infinity, okay. If you put that omega equal to infinity in that equation, omega to infinity, so it will be 0, okay. So that is the point where it touches that imaginary axis. So magnitude, okay, crossing real axis omega equal to root 5, this is the magnitude. Imaginary axis omega equal to infinity, it will cross and it will be 0, gain will be 0. So this is the problem. Now from this type of plot we can also find out that concept of gain crossover frequency and phase crossover frequency, and we can find out gain margin and phase margin very easily, okay. Now how to do that? In Bode plot it is defined that the frequency at which the magnitude equal to 0 dB, okay, is called the gain crossover frequency, okay, but in polar plot we are not using dB value, right. So magnitude equal to 1 corresponding to 0 dB at omega equal to omega gc, that is the point, okay. Now to get a point with m equal to magnitude equal to 1, draw a circle with radius 1 at center and center as origin. So whatever the plot we have, okay, now we have to draw a circle of magnitude 1, okay, magnitude 1. Then whatever the polar plot, okay, you have to find out where it cuts, that will be your omega gc, okay, and phase margin is defined as 180 degree plus phi gc, where phi gc, where is the phi gc is the angle, phase angle of transfer function at omega gc, okay. Now the phase crossover frequency is the frequency at which the phase becomes minus 180 degree, so that is the point, minus 180 degree, okay. Now let me show you in this respect this is your unity circle, this is say the polar plot. Okay, this is your polar plot. Now with this unity circle where this polar plot intersect, okay, that is point A, okay, and this polar plot intersects with minus 180 degree line, that is your point B. Okay, now point B is your omega PC, right? Point B is your omega PC. Okay, that means it crosses the phase and of minus 180 degree. Okay, this is your phase crossover frequency. This is the point. Okay, and what is the gain here? What is the gain? Gain margin will be 1 by GB. Okay, so this is the gain. Okay, so this is your point where polar plot crosses the minus 180 degree line. That point is called omega PC, and that gain is the value of this particular section, that is your GB in gain. Okay, if you take magnitude, 1 over that GB, that will be your gain margin. Okay, that's all. Now that polar plot when crosses the intersection point with unity circle, okay, that is your omega GC, gain crossover frequency. It crossing the gain equal to 1. Okay, so this is the angle, that is your phi GC. So phase margin will be 180 degree plus phi GC. Okay, this is one plot. This is another plot where we can see that this point B outside the unity circle. Okay, that is the difference of this plot. Now here this is the polar plot. Okay, this is the polar plot, and this is your phase crossover frequency, because here it intersects with minus 180 degree line. So with respect to that, this point, this distance your GB. Okay, gain, this is the gain. So gain margin will be 1 by GB. Okay, and this particular polar plot intersects with the unity circle at this particular point. So this is your omega GC, gain crossover frequency, and this angle is your phi GC. So phase margin equal to 180 degree plus phi GC. That is how we can find out gain margin and phase margin, just like Bode plot in polar plot also. Okay, now according to the concept that we have seen in Bode plot, that if omega PC is greater than omega GC, okay, that means gain margin and phase margin both are positive, system is stable. Same concept we have to apply here. If gain crossover frequency is greater than phase crossover frequency and GM PM comes as negative, system is unstable. If we found that omega GC equal to omega PC, then we can say it is marginally stable system. Okay, now in this particular example we can see this is the point where it crosses minus 180 degree. So this is the omega PC, and with imaginary, with unit circle, polar plot crosses at this point. This is the omega GC. So this is the angle. Okay, and this is the your gain, right, magnitude. This is the magnitude. So your gain margin equal to 1 by this magnitude, 180 degree plus this one is this, not equal to phase margin. Now what we can see, this phase margin becomes positive, right, 180 degree plus this is less than minus 180 degree, right, minus 90 plus some value, minus 100. So it will be 80 degree positive, PM is positive. Okay, here omega PC is greater than omega GC. Okay, because this is the angle. Okay, minus 90, then this is the angle, this is 180 degree. So omega PC greater than omega SGC, PM is positive, gain margin also positive. So we can say it is stable system. Now for this particular one, if this is the variation omega 0 to infinity. Okay, now what we can see here, this is your omega PC. Okay, phase crossover frequency, and this is your omega GC, gain crossover frequency, when it crosses unity circle 1. So here omega GC is higher than omega PC because this is away, this is 0 increasing frequency then reach to infinity. So this is higher than this. So now what you can see, this is the gain magnitude. Okay, from that we can 1 by that value we can find out the gain margin. Now phase margin equal to what? So this is the angle to that point. Okay, gain crossover frequency angle is this one. Okay, so minus 180 degree plus minus 180 degree, 180 degree plus more than minus 180 degree. So it is minus say 200. So it will be negative, right? So PM phase margin becomes a negative value. Then your system is unstable. Okay, so let us solve another problem. That is, here we have this again one type 1 and order 3. Okay, so type 1 means it should start from minus 180 degree, minus 90 degree line. Order 3 means this is your 0 first 1 2 3 4. So it should be like this, right? It should be like this. That we can find out very easily. So this is your angle, this is your magnitude. Okay, that we can find out. You know the formula already. Now what we can do, we can just plot. Okay, we have to sketch the polar plot and determine the gain margin, phase margin. This is the problem. So what we can do, we can put omega value. Okay, if we put omega equal to 0, okay, if we put omega equal to 0, what will happen? 1 by 0 it is infinity. Okay, and this should be minus 90 degree, right? So it will be minus 90 degree. Okay, that is the starting point. Now end point, what we can say, if omega equal to infinity, okay, 1 by infinity, that should be 0. Okay, it should be 0 and angle should be minus 270 degree, minus 270 degree, right? So this should be the plot. Now here we are getting some additional values, okay, with respect to omega in order to plot that. Okay, so 0.35, 0.4, like that way we can plot that, and those angle are given, and this is your minus 180 degree. Now if this is minus 180 degree, that means what? That means this is your plot. Okay, so at minus 180 degree, omega value is, the gain is 0.7. So that gain is 0.7 at this minus 180 degree line. Okay, angle minus 180 degree, gain is 0.7. So gain margin is 1 by 0.7, 1.42. Okay, now when gain equal to 1, okay, when gain equal to 1, that we have to find out. When gain equal to 1, okay, say if we have this gain, when gain equal to, it should intersect with this circle. Okay, that should be the point. Now gain equal to 1, I don't get any gain equal to 1. Gain equal to 1 means that should be in between these two. Okay, so this angle can be minus 168, not in between these two, in between these two. Okay, 1.2, then 1.1, 1.0. So it will be then 0.9. So it will be less than 171. So it is say 168. So it will be 12 degree plus 180 degree plus 168. Okay, plus minus, so it will be 12 degree. That we can find out from this plot. So this is the polar plot. Okay, now what we have, this unit, these circles are the magnitude, and this area, those are the angle that we can see from here. Okay, this is your 0 degree, then this is your minus 10 degree, minus 20, minus 30, this aerial, then it is minus 90 degree, like that way, minus 180 degree, minus 270 degree. Okay, so this is the radial, the radial lines are the angle, and these circles are the simply magnitude. Okay, now what you can see, this is the circle for gain 1. Okay, for 1, what we have to take that, how many parts are there, then you can take, this is your 0.5, this is your 1, then 1.5 to 2.5. okay, now this is the plot. Okay, that is omega equal to 0.35, it is minus 144. Okay, minus 144, this is minus 140, so minus 144 in between that. Okay, omega equal to 0.35, and that time magnitude equal to what, around 2.2, right, so around 2.2. Then omega equal to 0.4, 1.8. okay, like that way we have to take all those points. Okay, and we have to plot that. Now this minus 180 degree line, it crosses when it is 0.7, that you can find out it from here directly. Okay, 0.7, so this is your gain 1 by that will be your gain margin, so positive. Now one circle, it intersects at this particular point. Okay, and this angle we can find that this is minus 168 degree, so it will be 180 degree plus minus 168 degree, 12. So the system we can say is stable system. Gain and phase both are, gain and phase margins are positive. Okay, this is the third problem. Similarly, we can plot that in your millimeter graph sheet. Okay, we can plot that also. Now let us take another example. We have type 2 system, right, and order 4. So the plot should look like type 0, type 1, type 2. So it should start from here. Okay, order 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should start from here and it should end here. That should be the plot. Okay, let us check. See here, it is starting from here, but it is showing from here. Infinity value, so it can come to anywhere. Okay, so this is the theoretical concept. So if we have to find out the exact value, so we have to put this magnitude and angle, phase angle equation. Now we can put this phase angle value. Okay, if it is 0 phase angle, I mean omega equal to 0, 1 by 0 is infinity. Okay, and angle should be minus 180 degree, minus 180 degree. Okay, when omega equal to 0.45, these are the values. Now we can see that this one is not intersecting minus 180 degree line. Okay, this one is not intersecting minus 180 degree line, because these two add some angle, so it is not going to, always angle greater than 180 degree, so it is not going to intersect the minus 180 degree line. And these values are basically the real and imaginary part. Okay, that means what, that means this is your polar. Okay, that is m at an angle of theta. Okay, from that if you convert the rectangular form, that is a plus jb, so this is your a and b, this is your real part and imaginary part, that we can convert very easily. Okay, now it will not intersect the minus 180 degree line, so that will be what, infinity. Okay, gain will be infinity, so gain margin 1 by infinity 0. Okay, because that gain we cannot find out because it is not intersecting with minus 180 degree line. Now phase margin we can find out when this is 1. Okay, gain equal to 1, this is the value, almost gain equal to 1, it is around minus 270. So it will be 180 degree, okay, plus minus of 270 degree, so it will be minus 90 degree phase margin, that we can find out. So this is the plot by plotting omega value and this angle and magnitude, okay, that we can plot in this manner, in this polar plot. Okay, this is the plot we can do in linear scale also. Now let us solve another problem. Here we have 3 poles, that is type 3 system. Okay, now type 3 and order 5, type 0 1 2 3, so it should start around here, okay, in this minus 270 degree point, okay, and it should end at this point. Let us check. So we can go for that. That means let us check that. So we have this, due to this pole 0 we have this factor angle minus 270 degree because of 3 poles at origin, because of these 2 poles. Okay, now this is your magnitude. If you put omega equal to 0, what will happen? 1 by 0 that is infinity, okay, infinity, and angle will be what? All are 0, so minus 270 degree, okay, minus 270 degree. So it should start from along this line, okay. Now where it should end, that means omega equal to infinity. If you put 1 by infinity equal to 0, okay. Now angle, if you put infinity here and here, here and here, what will happen? Tan inverse infinity, tan inverse infinity cancel out, tan inverse infinity, tan inverse infinity cancel out, it will be minus 270 degree itself, okay, because of the zeros, okay, 202 poles, that will cancel out. So it should start here and it should end here, okay, that should be the plot. Now we can find out, we can put all those omega value, okay, and find out magnitude and this phase angle. Again we can see it is not going to cross minus 180 degree line, okay, so that gain margin should be infinity, okay, 0, gain margin should be 0, okay, magnitude should be infinity, because at omega equal to infinity it is not going to cut that, intersect with that particular this is the plot, so it is not going to intersect with minus 180 degree line, so there is no phase crossover frequency, so gain is infinity, so it will be 0. Phase margin we can find out, gain is 1 for this particular factor, okay, so phase margin is 180 minus 257 minus 677 degree. That plot we can see here, this is coming from infinity and ends at this point, okay, that is the plot we can see, okay, that is the plot we can see. So we can practice that, all those problems, okay. Now say we have double pole at first order double pole, okay. So what we have here, one pole and we have 2 pole at same location, but we have to find out the magnitude and angle, okay, that's all. So this is your magnitude, this is your angle, okay. Now if you take that, so this is type 1 system, so it should start from minus 90 degree. Let us check. If we put omega equal to 0, okay, then what we can have, 1 by 0 infinity, angle should be what? Tan inverse 0, so it will be minus 90 degree, right, minus 90 degree. So it should start from here, where it should end, omega equal to infinity, 1 by infinity, that will be 0, okay, and if we put infinity here, we have 2 poles, so it will be minus 180 minus 270 degree, so minus 270 degree, okay. Order is 3, 1 2 3, So the plot look like this. Okay, plot look like this. Similarly, we can find out. That means when it process this minus 180, this is your omega pc. Okay, this is your magnitude 1 by mpc equal to gain margin 2. Gain equal to 1 is around minus 159. So 180 minus 159, that will be 21 degree is the phase margin, and this is the plot that we can see here. Okay, it's crossing and ending here. So this is the plot that we can see. Okay, so we can find out gain margin and phase margin very easily. So, and this is the linear plot. Okay, so this is all about this polar plot, which is very simple problem. There is nothing much. Okay, only thing is we have to remember how to find out from any transfer function. We have to write its magnitude, put s equal to j omega, write its magnitude, okay, and phase. Okay, then we can find out its what is the plot it should be. Put omega equal to 0 and omega equal to infinity. We can find out what should be its plot. Then we can solve it. Okay, either is drawing the plot diagram, or we can form a table and we can find out the gain margin and phase margin value. From that we can find out the stability. Okay, so this is all about this polar plot. So thank you so much. Next lecture I will continue this concept of polar plot, and then how to plot Nyquist plot. Okay, that I will discuss in next class. Okay, next lecture video I will upload in next lecture video. What I will do is I will discuss about Nyquist plot. Okay, Nyquist plot, and from that Nyquist plot how we can find out stability of the system. And this Nyquist plot we have to use the concept of polar plot. Okay, so that is why this polar plot is very necessary. Okay, because we have to use the concept of polar plot in order to find out the Nyquist plot. From that it is very easily we can determine the stability criterion. Okay, so see you in my next lecture video. Thank you so much.